Yeah, you seen it right. Your boys for prize picks. Put in $5. Win or lose, you get $50 back. It's free bread, man. Go ahead and get the free bread at Prize Picks, baby. Use code C Dotty when you making your account. C Dotty. YouTube. What's YouTube? It's your boy Crime Dotty. Today, got a very interesting case, man. 10 killer realizes murder was caught on camera. On the road 25,000. This is a new YouTube channel. What was it called? Red Dead Redemption or some shit? Red Threat Interrogation. Red Threat Interrogation. We're gonna see if see what this channel talking about. We're gonna keep watching it, man. Go ahead and get into it. Hey, I didn't sub yet, cause hey, bro, I haven't seen your video, my nigga. I gotta see if I like it. Let's get into it.
There's videos everywhere, both in his neighborhood and the neighborhood.
He got his hands in his drawers. That's stuff, my nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? This nigga look like a skinny ass little boy, approximately 16, 140, maybe 130, 120 pounds.
You were in.
There's gonna be a great big clear picture with 4K video. Everyone says you're in it. We know you're in it.
4K. Come on now. Everybody knows security footage is ass, bro. It's not 4K. Probably got you in 160p.
Meet 15-year-old Tylen Peaks, a teenage killer who has just realized
15, I told you, no more than 16. Come on, man. Crime Daddy on the case. This is why they get me here.
His crimes were caught on camera. And despite his lies,
we're telling you were involved in 2 aggravated robberies this morning, one of which resulted in the death of a grown man.
I swear to God, I don't know about no murder.
Tylen is about to receive the biggest reality check of his life.
Young man, I've been a police officer for almost twice as long as you've been on this planet. You're not the first 15-year-old to sit in that blue chair and lie to me.
Not gonna be the last.
You're not gonna be the last.
Not gonna be the last.
So, y'all trying to send me to prison for murder?
Brandon Cooper,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. All I had to see, my nigga. This is a good channel. Got the sub. All right, that's all I had to see.
35-year-old from Beaver Creek, Ohio, was widely known in his community as a kind-hearted, hard-working man devoted to supporting his family. In the early morning hours of January 26, 2022, Brandon kissed his wife goodbye and stepped out for another late-night shift as a Lyft driver. But this time, Brandon never returned home. By 2 a.m., Dayton police were dispatched to the 1000 block of Ferguson Avenue after receiving an OnStar crash alert, an automatic system that notifies emergency services in the event of an accident. Simultaneously, a ShotSpotter alert was triggered in the same area, indicating that gunfire was detected. When first responders arrived, they found Brandon Cooper slumped in the driver's seat of a crashed car, unresponsive and bleeding. He had been shot twice in the back, and moments after, medics determined that Brandon was deceased. But something was off. The ride Brandon had accepted through Lyft was headed to 53 Cambridge Avenue, just a few blocks from where his car was found. And that raised a red flag. At 1 a.m., just an hour earlier, another Lyft driver had reported being carjacked. She said 4 individuals requested a ride to that same address, but once they got in the vehicle, they pulled a gun on her and stole her Nissan Rogue. This had taken place just 1 street away from Brandon's killing, at St. Agnes Avenue. Very quickly, investigators realized the proximity and timing of the 2 crimes.
Crazy. That nigga would have left out the house 5 minutes later, 5 minutes earlier. Got a different Lyft driver. Like, if shit never went to his phone, nigga would still be alive. But that shit's crazy.
Was not coincidental, and began looking for the Nissan Rogue in hopes that it would lead them to the same group of people. By 3 a.m., they had a lead. The Nissan Rogue was tracked to a garage at a residence on Anna Street. Officers and SWAT teams surrounded the home, leading to the arrest of 4 suspects: 15-year-old Tylen Peaks, 15-year-old DeTravon Mitchell, and 2 other unnamed teens who will be referred to as Ray and Ron. But why would 4 seemingly random teenagers want to kill a man trying to do nothing but provide for his family? To begin piecing it together, detectives brought in 2 of the teens,
no reason
Tylen
at all,
and Trayvon, for questioning.
Dumbass little niggas.
Was provided by the Dayton Police Department, Ohio.
If I failed to introduce myself, I'm Detective Woody. I work for the Dayton Police Department in the homicide unit. My partner and I are investigating a couple things that happened tonight. And before we talk, I want to make sure I get your information correct. Tell me how he came into contact with you today, Mr. Peaks. Right here.
I woke up and I just seen SWAT team. Cause my friend woke me up, he said, "Bro, the SWAT team is outside." I said, "Why?" He said, "You don't know, bro, you gotta go outside." So that's when me and my friends went
I don't know
outside.
why.
I just
Man, yo, I know, nigga heart dropped.
Way up then, because obviously the day didn't start with the SWAT team. So what happened way before you woke up to the SWAT team?
I was chilling.
Where were you chilling at? Who were you there to chill with?
Me and Ray.
And who?
And Ray. But I just had pulled up and then that's when I got sleepy, so I went to sleep.
When you say Ray, you're talking about. Is that who you're talking about? Okay. So who lives at Anna?
My friend.
Who's your friend?
Trey.
Trey, do you know his whole name?
Cap.
Okay, so you
Cap.
and Ray pull up to Trey's house.
You don't know a nigga. You had a nigga house, you don't even know his name? Come on, bro.
9:30. I don't know, around 9:30 though.
Okay, anybody else in the house besides you and Ray and Trey?
And my other friend,
Who's your other friend?
I got caught with.
What? Sorry, I can't hear you.
My other friend, y'all, what's his name? Raided the house with whoever.
What's his name?
Ryan.
Ron. Anybody else in the home besides
He in the house?
you, Ray, Trey, and Ron?
Trey, mom, and his little brothers.
It is important to understand Tylen's story before moving any further. According to him, he and Ray went to Trayvon Mitchell's house around 9:30 p.m. Not long after, Ron joined them. Based on Tylen's statement, it may seem like the four of them were just spending the night hanging out. But when Trayvon was interviewed, he made it clear that their intentions that night were anything but innocent.
So tell me what happened tonight.
What?
How did you guys all get together?
He broke down?
And they called me.
Say again.
They called me and asked me to come over.
Were you gonna go hit a lick? What was the plan?
Find some girls.
So, at some point you all leave, right? And you go get a Uber. Is that fair? Were you gonna go somewhere? Okay. What was the plan? Just take their car?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're telling the truth, man, and I appreciate that, okay? That's all we want. When they got there, was it a man or woman that came? Okay. Do you remember what kind of car it was? Is it the car that's in your garage?
Yeah.
Probably or yes?
Parked it in their garage.
It's a
Stolen the
Subaru.
car.
And it was you, Ray.
Not
Ty,
GTA,
and
bro.
Fair? Okay. Was the plan to always
Nigga thought the cops was gonna get off of him just by parking the car in the garage. Yo, these kids grew up on GTA 6.
Or did somebody say
Going to
something
jail,
while you were
bro.
driving, or how did it happen?
Just happened in plain sight.
Even beyond Trayvon's statements, detectives would find a great deal of incriminating evidence on his phone. On the night of the incident, Trayvon created a fake Lyft account under the name Jimmy Smith using a prepaid cell phone at 12:33 a.m. At 12:48 a.m., it requested its first ride from Oak Ridge Drive in Dayton.
Jimmy Smith.
The driver who accepted was a woman driving a Nissan Rogue, the same vehicle that was later reported stolen. According to Lyft's server data, that ride was headed to 53 Cambridge Avenue, but was suddenly canceled. Then, between 1 and 2 a.m., another ride request was made from the same fake account, for the same drop-off address. Both of these ride requests lined up with the timing of the carjacking and the murder. What Tylen
So
doesn't
why did they
realize is
pop
that
the nigga though? Because they didn't take his car because they found him in the car. They just popped the nigga for no reason.
detectives already know
Called
all
up an
of
Uber
this,
just to pop
and his
him?
story is about to be put to the test.
Well, here, I'll be frank with you. I know you didn't go to sleep. That's not what happened. When Detective Roberts and I sit in this room, we expect you to be honest with us because we are honest with you.
I did even sleep.
I'm not gonna lie to you, so I prefer that you don't lie to me. When we ask
Your boy
you
already
questions
told,
about
bro.
what
Going to
happened,
jail.
know that we already know what happened. I'm seeing if you're gonna be honest with me, and you haven't been so far. And we're right at the beginning, so that's kind of silly, right? So we know that you and Ron and Trey and Ray caught a lift earlier today.
I didn't catch no of it.
You did catch a lift.
I don't got no proof I caught no lift. I was in that house, I went to sleep. I ain't catching no lift. I don't even got lift money to catch lift.
Well,
The plan's never to pay for it. The plan was to steal the car that's in the
I mean, you gotta
garage
pay
in the
before
house
you-
where you were laying your
You gotta
head.
pay before you call
said
it, my
you were
boy.
laying your head, but you weren't, because the police were out there for like the last 6.5 hours screaming every outside, and you just said the address. Hold on.
You
just
literally
said the address
gotta
exactly
pay
where-
to call the
because
lift.
you heard it 150,000 times when the police are screaming it through a loudspeaker.
Nah, that's because that's not my first time going.
Okay, but you knew the police were out there for hours
I was
calling.
asleep. I was.
You weren't asleep. You don't sleep through that.
Me and Ray and Ron was in the basement. He woke me up talking about, brother, SWAT team, police is outside.
Well, why would the SWAT team be there?
I don't know. That's why I said I
Tyler,
don't
where,
know.
why would the SWAT team be there, Tyler? I mean, work with us. How old are you?
15.
15. Okay. You wouldn't be the first 15-year-old to sit in that chair.
Nigga's a little boy.
And you wouldn't be the first 15-year-old to catch
Jack this little
adult
nigga up.
charges for this kind of thing, okay?
You guys don't charge me for it. Y'all.
We're gonna charge you for 2 counts of aggravated robbery and a count of aggravated murder. So if you wanna say I was asleep and you wanna go with that, then cool, we'll just take you across the hall and then we'll book you, and then your story doesn't get out, and then we'll go with the story that the other 4 people have told already that may or may not paint you in a pretty bad light. So this is the save Thailand's behind moment, not I don't know nothing about nothing, you ain't got nothing on me.
They did snitch on you.
You're gonna go to jail this morning. For
I mean, they didn't even
2
snitch. They
counts
just
of
they
robbery
don't.
and
They just say what happened.
Okay, that's what's going to happen.
You're done, buddy.
This isn't ripping cars off and stealing phones and all the little ticky-tack nonsense crap that you guys have been doing for the last 6 months. You're going to go to jail for murder.
Last 6
Okay?
months.
You guys are all just tearing stuff up. You're all just acting like knuckleheads and doing all kinds of criminal nonsense.
You know that, and they just was out on the streets together. The fucking who is their parents?
This isn't the first lift you guys have done. You've probably done 10 of them.
I wish my
okay?
son would,
You're gonna
boy.
You're going to go get locked up this
First
morning
offense,
for
you
2
getting your-
counts of aggravated
you
robbery.
will never do
You
it
took
again?
2 cars this morning.
I
And
didn't
the
take
second,
no car. I was
the second
asleep.
one
Y'all got-
resulted.
do you understand?
What proof do y'all
Do you
got?
understand?
You're in the house where the car's at first.
Right, I was asleep. That don't mean I took the car. I was asleep all day. I did not know that was there. I don't
What do
know
you
what
think
car-
that everyone
I don't know
else
what
is?
car y'all talking
What do you
about.
think everyone else has been in here and said, sitting in that chair right there?
I don't know what they said. I don't know what they
You're
said.
right. You don't know what they said, but we know what they've said. And if you go with this, you're not helping yourself at all.
Dude, fuck what he got to say. I ain't
If
gonna
you
lie.
do this
Move
nonsense-
on.
Liar.
If you do
Fuck
this
what this
nonsense
nigga
right
talking
here and
about.
stand on, you ain't got nothing, young man. I've been a police officer for almost twice as long as you've been on this planet. Okay? You understand that?
Damn.
I spent a long time doing this. You're not the first 15-year-old to sit in that blue chair and lie to me, and you're not going to be the last. You did some really terrible things this morning, and stuff went sideways on the second one. And if you say, I don't know nothing about nothing, I was in there sleeping, and then somebody woke me up and said, SWAT team's out there, and you stand on that, then that's the story you get to carry until this is over. Okay? That story doesn't that story doesn't hold water, man. That story, that's a leaky bucket. And if that's what you want to carry, then that's fine.
Let that
You
nigga
tell us
carry
that
it and
that's
move
your
the
story,
fuck on with this
and we'll
nigga.
Right in that camera right there, and that'll be it.
Tired of talking to this nigga.
Do you feel bad about what happened? I just told you, ag robbery, murder. You know
Who
exactly
did I
what
murder? Who
here.
did I murder?
His name is Brandon.
I don't know who Brandon is.
You don't have to know somebody to kill somebody, believe it or not.
So y'all trying to say I killed somebody?
You were part of this murder scheme. I am telling you that when we come in here and we ask questions, we don't ask questions.
Look at all these pages. You're not number one, bro.
Can
Okay?
you read? You can't read them out
No, I'm not
loud?
gonna read anything. I don't.
How these
tell
little
you
niggas
what
even
I-
get a hand on
tell
a
you what
gun?
you did. And that's how this
Fuck, they be
works.
getting these
Or
guns from their
you say,
parents?
I don't know nothing about nothing, and then I use the rest of this stuff to put you in prison for a long time. This isn't going to juvie, bro. This is getting bound over to adult court and going to prison for aggravated murder.
So y'all trying to send me to prison for murder?
Oh, you're gonna get this. That's what this isn't going to juvenile court, buddy. These are all gonna be bind over cases. This is an aggravated murder.
So y'all trying to send me?
As a
Don't
adult.
ask me what we're trying to say. We're telling you were involved in 2 aggravated robberies this morning, one of which resulted in the death of a grown man who was just trying to make a living. That's what we're telling you. Now you tell us your part in it, or you say I'm just sleeping and that's it, and then we'll fill in the blanks. But you don't. I can assure you that you don't want the 2 of us to fill in the blanks.
Tylen claims he was asleep when police arrived.
Let him fill in the
Is
blank.
that really possible? Initially, 3 individuals came out of the house voluntarily and were detained. However, 3 others barricaded themselves inside and refused to come out. This prompted the Dayton Police SWAT team and hostage negotiators to step in. This standoff lasted almost until dawn, with flashbangs and megaphones used throughout the night.
Damn.
Given all that chaos, it's hard to believe Tylen was just sleeping through it. Now,
Flashbangs?
caught in his absurd lies,
crazy.
he will be pushed to the absolute limit by these detectives.
We sit across from, I would say, 2 different types of people every time we interview. We sit across from people who are straight monsters and don't have anything but ice in their blood, and we sit across from people who make mistakes and feel bad about what they do. Those are the 2 that we have. It's up to you to be whatever person that you want to be, but that's the type of people that we sit in these chairs. I think you feel bad about what happened. I don't know, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't care that guy had a wife and kids and mom, brothers, sisters. That guy could have been someone you knew. You didn't, but he could have been. How are you, 15, and you go to what school? Meadowdale. So I know for a fact that you've known people from Meadowdale who have died or been murdered. Am I wrong?
You probably got one of your people dead, nigga.
Probably a handful of people that you cared about, right? So I think you probably feel bad about what's happened, but again, we have 2 people that we interview. We interview people, and pardon my French, who don't have ice in their bones, and that's what it is. Or we interview
Bro,
people
move on
that
from this
actually
nigga,
realize
bro.
they made
He's
a
not
mistake,
going.
and they feel bad about what's happened, and they feel bad about what's gone down.
Is this gonna work?
Tylen, we're past the I wasn't involved. Okay, that isn't even a question whether you're involved.
I was involved.
Because you're sitting in that blue chair. Because they're serving a search warrant on the house right now. Because we know you were involved. Because these other 12 pages of paper say that you were involved. After you stick to some nonsense story like I was in there sleeping when the police were screaming through the PA for the last 7 hours, everyone came out their hands up. I know they were doing it because I was standing outside the house for an hour and a half myself while they did it.
We're giving you the opportunity to be honest with us. I'm telling you that we already know that you're involved, and we already know that you were there. That's not a question. This is your only chance to get your version of events out there, whatever that version may be.
This is it.
Alright.
Like no lies.
Did he just say, all right, let him?
If I don't know about no murder or none of that.
Talk about the first. We'll go one at a
First
time.
one, I know about the.
Okay, we'll talk about the first one then.
We put the lip and we told her.
Who's we? This is where we snitch on everybody in here. Everybody gets told off.
The people who said that whoever is.
No, when you say we means I give names.
I can't get no names.
Okay, well that's not how this works.
Bro, just let the nigga talk. You know who the fuck they talk about?
We split the penalty 4 ways, which is the right way to do it because
Bro, let him talk. Like, you got him to talk.
So
Let the
you say
nigga
we.
talk.
We means I tell him.
He's not doing his job
these
right.
12 pages of stuff. That's people saying, yeah, we did this. Who's we? Okay, and okay, and okay, and okay. Now, what did the 4 of you do? We did this. I did this. He did this. They did that. There's no snitching. The no snitching thing doesn't work in this room because no snitching gets Tylen screwed. Okay. That street code doesn't exist in here. This is save Tylen's narrow behind because no one else is going to save it. And no one else has saved it. I can assure you of that. Okay? This is, I tell my story and I
Nigga
tell
done ruined his life.
everybody because I'm not doing this by myself. Or you can say we and I'm not going to tell on you.
Bro, this nigga chatting. Let the nigga talk. I'm tired of hearing this nigga speak.
And you look like a liar. So you lie a minute, we'll just stop it.
What to let him talk? Shut the fuck up. He could have been halfway done.
No more lies. If you want to lie, save us our time. We got
He was
Understand that we're looking for two things. Well, really, we're just looking for one. We're looking for the truth. I don't know you. I've never met you before. I didn't know the gentleman tonight. Never met him before. We are here for the truth. We are fact finders. So when people lie to us, and we know they lie, because we already know the answers to a lot of the questions we ask, all that does is, like he said, waste time. This is your only opportunity to give us whatever version of events you're going to give us. I recommend that it's the truth because, you know, I don't know about what your upbringing is since you're living with. My parents always raised me to be honest, and sometimes there's consequences to honesty. But I know when I.
Y'all teaching him a lesson, or y'all gonna want him to talk? Like, once he start talking, y'all cut him off and went on a rant.
Correct.
Y'all motherfuckers are
So
dumb.
somewhere, somebody, mom, grandma, grandpa.
These niggas don't know how to do their
somebody
job. I watch plenty of these. I know they not doing their
It
job right. Y'all
doesn't-
fucked up.
You don't use it all the time, but it's in there. Just go use that.
Nigga, we're trying to teach him a lesson. It's too late.
I think
He's done.
about what happened, so we want to hear
Too late for lessons.
from your perspective, what happened.
At this point, Tylen is starting to realize just how much the detectives already know and that his story isn't holding up. Now, with the pressure building, he's about to be pushed closer to a full confession.
He been was trying to confess.
But I don't know. I just know about the first lift. We booked
So tell us what happened.
We booked the lift, and then we just told her to get out the car. And that's when she got out the car, she started yelling and stuff. That's when we parked the car back in the garage. That's the only thing. That's the only lift I know about. I don't know about no murder.
Tell her about who ordered the lift and who was sitting where and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know who ordered the lift.
Okay, where did you guys get picked up at?
Oak Ridge.
Do you know about where on Oak Ridge?
No. It was third time, and I was tired.
Where were you going?
Where was it? I don't know. I don't know where they booked the destination to. I don't know.
Nigga don't know shit. Shut your dumb ass up. Go to cell number 6.
Park the car in the garage. That's why I went in there and I went to sleep. I swear to God, I don't know nothing about no murder, nothing. I don't know no brand. I don't know nothing about no second lift.
So were you one of the people with the gun?
No, I don't got no gun. That's why I'm saying, what gun do I got to murder somebody?
So who had the guns?
I don't know who had guns. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't know. That's why I'm telling y'all I don't know who murdered anybody. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
We're not even there yet. We're still at the first lift. We know that there were 2 guns. We know that.
The reason detectives know that is because good old Trayvon had already told them exactly how many guns were involved and what kind.
How many guns were in the car? 2. What kind of guns?
I don't know. It was honestly one was MP9.
Who had that one?
Me.
Okay. Who else had a gun?
I don't know. They was passing a gun around.
Okay. Do you know who started with the gun?
And both had.
Who's both?
Ty and Ray.
Ty and Ray. So Ty and
That
Ray.
boy Trayvon singing.
Kind of passing the other gun around.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it safe to say Ty had the other gun?
Possible.
Trayvon's statements were backed up by what detectives found at his home, a 9mm handgun. This matched the caliber of the shell casings recovered at the crime scene, making it a likely murder weapon.
You bought all 4 of you in
He's
the car?
cooked.
You all
He's
4 of you in the
cooked.
car?
Yeah.
Where were you seated at in the car?
I was like all the way on the other side. It's like
Well, let me make it easier. Front or back?
back,
Closer to the driver's side or closer to the passenger side?
like, you know, middle type stuff.
Okay, so who was to your right and who was to your left?
I don't remember.
There's
I just know I was.
There's
I
4 of you
just know I was-
smashed in a
I
back
just
seat. You
know I
don't
was-
know who's next
I
to
just
you?
know I was always my brother Jared. It's the only thing I know. I think he was on the left of me or something. Or he was on the right of me. I forgot. Just know I was next to him.
Nigga chatting, bruh.
Well, being in the back seat and being in the middle means that you
We
had
need to hear
a pretty
Trayvon
good
talk. We don't want to hear this nigga.
I was like,
So who had the guns?
I don't know who had the gun. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know nothing about.
There's
no
4
guns.
people in a space the size of the back seat of a
It's
Subaru.
It's me, Red. I don't know on the other side. I just know it was me and Red. That's all I know about.
Did you have a gun?
No, that's
Did
not.
Ray have a gun?
No, I know my brother don't have no gun.
But then
Ask her
do
mom.
you know he doesn't own one, but did he have one at this time?
No, he did not have no gun.
When you're telling her to get out of the car, where are you at?
Who me? I'm still in the back seat. I
Okay.
just told her to get out of the car, and that's when I told them to jump me out back.
Told her to get off of her
And
Do you
own
know
car.
what physical location you were at?
No, I don't know my way.
Nigga tell her,
around. That's
kids telling her
why
to get out her
I don't
own
know
car.
what it is. I don't know nothing about that. I just know I gotta know where.
You told her to get out?
Yeah,
Did she get out?
yeah.
Did you take anything from
Yeah,
her?
I told her to get out. No, I ain't take nothing from her. I don't got nothing from her. That's when I just told them drive me back out because I'm sleepy. Once you sleep,
Did you drive?
no, I don't know how to drive.
Who drove?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
Nigga
You
don't
can't
know
do
who
this,
drove.
Tylen. This doesn't work, man. You're gonna just. You're in for a penny, you're in for a pound, okay? We're
Why
here.
are we talking
You're
to
sitting
this
in the
nigga
chair,
still,
you're hot,
bro?
You're not going home. You're getting booked. There's no way around it. There's no out. Okay? There's nothing that you're gonna say that's gonna make you walk home and go to sleep in your own bed. Nothing. Okay? That's off the table. So you can tell the truth, or you can keep I'm gonna spoon feed you a little bit of truth, and then I'm gonna lie some more. But that's not happening, man.
So why I'm in her then? So I'm just
Well, because you're in here trying to tell your side of the story instead of letting everyone else tell your side of the story.
I was just talking about my side of the story.
Well,
That's
you
all.
told part of it, so keep going.
And that's when I told them to drive me back off at home. And that's when they did. Me and Ray.
Drop you back off home.
Like at the house at the end. And that's when me, Ray, and Ryan went in the basement. First it was me and Ray. That's when we went in the basement and went to sleep, and I saw Ryan get in the bed. I don't know nothing about no murder. That's why I told you I was in the basement sleep. I don't know nothing about no murder or nothing.
Are you familiar with the neighborhood you were in?
Nah, I've been there before. I've been to his house before. That's why I was saying. That's why I know it's hazard.
I mean, not only his neighborhood.
Like, this
but the
nigga
neighborhood
is
that
dumb
you
as
guys
hell, bro.
did the lift stuff in.
I'm dating you.
Him and his whole group. Like, y'all caught in
Honestly,
160p.
He's got lots of
That nigga gonna say 4K.
Officer as a detective. That's why. And one of our biggest things that we
Niggas went in the neighborhood. Like, bro, of course you're on camera.
surveillance video. Do you understand that there's a ton of houses that have rain, net, I don't even know, all of them blink. And unfortunately, especially when someone dies, people are usually willing to hand that stuff right on over to us. Do you understand what I'm telling you? There's videos everywhere, both in his neighborhood and the neighborhood you were in. So be honest with us, because every time that you lie, we figure out that you're not telling the truth, because like I said earlier, we already know that you've lied to us. It just makes you look
Makes
bad.
you look bad, man, and a judge don't like liars, man.
It's a trial. Because my client said he did this and this and this. Well, here's a picture of him getting out of the car. Oh, okay, I guess that was a lie. If you tell us lies and you tell an attorney lies, then he can't help you. Because we're gonna destroy your lies with evidence. That's what we do. Okay? So here's what you're doing. You're digging a big hole and you're gonna throw yourself in it. Okay? You're gonna dig a big hole and then you're gonna put yourself in the bottom of it. And what you're doing now I went home and went to sleep is you're pulling dirt in on the top of yourself, right? You're not helping yourself at all. You're digging a hole that we're
You already got your cell and your bed
everything you
made,
said.
bro.
You're
Going to jail.
You're like the last person in here, man. Okay? You're the last one. So everything that we've heard this story multiple
But it's this
times.
nigga interrogation, bro. He taking over this
And
bitch.
if it's
He talking
you're
more than
telling us
anybody.
nonsense, then
Look, he
I
ODing.
mean, we'll let you talk for a minute, but we're like, okay, you're just wasting our time. You're talking and you're saying something that is.
I mean, I guess you just answered my question.
Okay.
They tired of hearing them talk.
You're
I respect
here.
it.
You're involved. There's no negating or minimizing what happened. Okay. You're totally in it with both feet in the quicksand. All right. You're in it. Everyone says you're in it. We know you're in it. And cameras from all over the neighborhood are going to say you're in it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Some of these guys have cameras in their cars because they've been robbed before. You ever watch any of them videos where people got a camera in their car? One points out the front, one points in the back? Because they're Lyft drivers or Uber drivers, they've been robbed before. People jump out of the car and rip them off for money. What do you think there's going to be?
They do be having them
great big
cameras
clear
in there.
picture with 4K video.
160p.
You know what I mean?
Maybe 360p.
And you're going, I wasn't in there. I didn't do that. I wasn't part of that second one. You know what? You know how easy that's going to be for us? Press play.
Oh,
It's hard to argue video. It's hard to argue a lot of things.
You have a very
you
distinct
said
look,
press play.
right? Your skin is a rail. You got
Pretty distinctive.
big, crazy, twisty hair. You stick out like a sore thumb. You think it's going to be hard to point you out of a video? No, not at all, man.
And just like the detective predicted, the cameras didn't lie. Sometime around 2 a.m., just moments after the murder, CCTV footage captured this
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, I would have thought that was some coyotes or some shit. Like, what the hell? Like these cameras are ass. What is this?
group of 4 individuals running away from the intersection where the murder occurred. This directly contradicts Tylen's story, who up to this point has claimed that he was only involved in the first carjacking and not Brandon's. So will he continue with his lies or break and tell detectives the truth?
And you can't say, I didn't do this, I wasn't involved, I didn't do nothing, and then
Line in your eyebrow too.
and
Distinctive.
we're gonna disprove all of it, and then you're gonna look like a liar in front of a jury, in front of the judge, in front of an attorney, in front of friends and family. Your family, Tyler would never do this, and then they're gonna be sitting in the back of the trial and watching like, see, I knew he didn't do it, and then we're gonna go press play, and there you are, and like, oh my God, he did all
Look at
this,
that.
and he lied about it.
All they gotta take is a play button, bro. You're
Lying
cooked.
doesn't help you.
Oh, he got his hands out. He about to
Truthful
spill the
and being
beans.
remorseful, like she said. Yes, I was a part of this, and it was terrible, and I'm very sorry for my actions. And you know, you do big kid stuff, you get big kid trouble.
No big
People
kid
don't get in
stuff.
trouble. People don't get caught and sit in that chair the first time they do something.
Nigga
like
said
this.
big kid stuff.
Okay, right?
So if you sit in this chair, what that mean?
What I'm saying is, most people don't get caught the first time they do something that they shouldn't. So the fact that you're sitting in a chair, and I've read your name in police reports before, okay, and several of your buddies, they like to steal cars. So, and rob people and that kind of hitting licks is what,
And they just
it's
outrunning.
frightening because you guys are very, very
With
young.
no
especially
parent.
Playing basketball, and, you know, playing video games, and instead you want to steal cars and stick guns in people's faces. The fact that you're there, and the fact that you're even here, you probably didn't get caught the first time you did something illegal, is my point. No more lying. The truth, all of it, the part that makes you look bad, the whole 9 yards.
The truth is hard
Nigga
sometimes.
just shaking his head,
But it's
bro.
the easiest story to tell,
Okay, bro. You niggas chat.
right? Somewhere somebody instilled right from wrong with you and respect. Listen to that person, not the street person in your ear saying, hey, I got nothing on you, bro. You're in that chair, so we got something on you. Okay? Tell Detective Woody the truth, please.
Let's see.
Second lip. That's why it was a guy. That's when I got in there, but I came in there late. It was like real late, so that's when I was on the. I know I was still by Ray. I was on the window side. That's when they stopped. That's when I think I got out the car. It was one to the destination. I got out the car. I know I started walking. Me and Ryan, we got out the car. And I was saying it crashed, like they crashed the whip. That's when I just ran.
Hold on,
That's
what?
They crashed the whip.
They crashed
That's
the
when I
whip?
just ran. That's when I found Ray, and that's when me and Ray went back to the house. That's when I really went to sleep.
Who did you say got out of the car?
Me and Ryan, and then that's when I ran, because when I saw the car crash, I just ran. And that's when me and Ray ended up finding each other. That's when we went to that house.
Bro, y'all was running 4 deep like a pack of coyotes, bro.
Any of that what y'all talking about?
Who had the gun?
I don't know who had guns. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know who had guns. I don't know nothing about no murder.
And I'm sorry. So you're saying Terrion or Ron and you went to the window or got out of the car? I mean,
Yeah, I just got out the car. That's when I told Ryan to get out with me because I don't know my way around the thing. I just ran when he crashed the whip. That's when I ended up finding Ray, and that's when it took us like 2 minutes to get back to the house because we don't know our red.
You're on 160p, bro.
I'm guessing you thought it was gonna be easier than that, because it sounds like you tried to pull him out of the car. Am I wrong? I'd say that I must be right.
I'm going through my notes, man, you know, so tell what you did.
I opened up his door, and that's when he just scared off. That's when I ran, and he crashed.
Who was with you when you tried to open up the door?
Oh, Ryan.
Terrion?
That's when I just ran.
So who had
I want to hear Trayvon's story because he got the true story, bro.
I don't know if he had a gun.
At least for the most part, that nigga standing on business.
I don't know who murdered somebody. So I'm trying to tell you, I don't even know why I'm in here trying to get charged for murder.
Because when you're a part of it and someone does this, everyone's
Yeah, you're part of
as
it
guilty as
either
the
way,
person
bro.
who pulled the trigger.
I don't know.
When people get a little group and like we're gonna go hit a lick and then it goes sideways and someone gets murdered, everyone's as guilty as the guy that pulled the trigger.
I don't know who pulled the trigger. I don't know who had a gun. I don't know who got
Who had
Still there.
guns in the beginning of the night?
I don't know. I'm trying to tell you.
How many guns did you know were in your group?
I don't know.
One?
No, I don't know.
Was there a gun?
I don't know.
Did you
about
see-
a gun.
did you
I didn't
see a gun?
I didn't see guns. None of that.
Did you see a gun when you got back to the house?
No.
Niggas said they said y'all was passing around the gun, bro.
The three of you ran.
I was
there,
passing them
anybody
bitches
out there
around.
about a gun? Talk about a gun.
Look at this, man.
Somebody got rid of the guns.
Glorifying a fucking
Nothing
weapon.
about a gun. I don't know what had it.
Nigga a hoe.
I don't know who shot somebody. I just know. As soon as I went back to the house, he ready.
He's glorifying a weapon.
Went to sleep. All I know.
Well, Tyler, actually that brings me kind of to my next question. How do you feel about doing a DNA standard to use to check against evidence in this case? You okay with that?
While detectives collect a buccal swab from Tylen, it's worth looking at how he's been trying to control the narrative. For starters, he does confess to being a part of the second carjacking, but claims that he and Ron ran off after seeing Brandon's car crash. According to him, they met up with Ray later and went back to Trayvon's house. But he's still denying any knowledge of the murder, which creates a major problem. There were 4 people involved that night, bringing multiple suspects to the table. Even if detectives believe he took part in the second carjacking, that alone doesn't answer the only question that really matters. Who pulled the trigger? With 4
Trayvon.
suspects and no direct admission,
My guess is
figuring that out
Trayvon.
becomes a lot harder. And right now, Tylen is their best shot at getting it. He's already shown that under pressure, he cracks, confession by confession, piece by piece. And now, detectives are counting on that weakness to figure out who fired the shots.
Are we gonna find your DNA on those guns?
No.
Obviously, it's fair to say we're probably gonna find your DNA in the car since you were in there.
I can find my DNA in the car because I was in the car, but
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about no murder, none of that. No shots fired. I just ran.
Well, the amazing thing about
I heard
guns
a crash, but I
and
just ran.
bullets are those things are really loud. I mean, really loud. That's not something you're not gonna notice if you're close range. And you would have been close range.
I just know I ran. I don't know nothing about no.
Then you gonna think it's a gun or it's fireworks,
I
bro.
had cameras or something. Can't y'all see y'all?
Other than that, you
Do you
cat.
feel bad about what happened?
Yeah, I didn't know he got murdered.
What did you think happened when he crashed?
Got out.
Did you see him get
Oh,
out?
he crashed into somebody.
I just ran.
What would make you run?
Cause
If he took off, then why would you run away? I mean,
Cause he scared off in the car. I don't know what he was on, so I just ran.
my guess is you probably heard the shots and that's why you ran off.
Oh, I didn't hear no shot. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I just, as soon as I tried to open up the door, he scared off. I ran. That's all I know.
Where did you run to?
I just ran. I forgot where I ran to. That's when I ended up seeing Ray. That's when we.
You better just say you heard shots and you ran. Like you don't know why you shot him.
Nothing about no gun and no no shots fired.
Should have said
None of
it.
that.
Shit, that's your best bet,
What was
bro.
the conversation in the house when the police were outside?
Me, I was asleep.
No, you weren't asleep the whole time.
Yes, I was asleep the whole time.
I just think, bro, all you gotta do, bro, just be like, bro, yes, I was there, bro. I don't know why he put out his gun and shot the man. He didn't do anything. He didn't threat us no way. He just, you gotta just keep it a buck. Say, hey, once I heard the shots, I ran. I was just confused and scared. I thought I didn't want to get shot next because I don't know why that nigga start shooting for no reason. I didn't want to get shot next. I ran for my life, nigga. Word too.
They were out there.
Wow.
Even though they probably did go to the same house at the end of the day. But
Well, when they first came out to
It
the
is
house,
what it
they heard
is.
you guys scurrying around.
Oh, they ain't hear me doing nothing.
Alright. You were doing real good.
I'm trying
You can't be asleep in a house for 7 hours while they're in the loudspeaker screaming, Dave, please. Everyone come out with their hands up over and over, and then they hit the siren.
why didn't they rush in there? They rush in any other
That's
house.
nonsense. People
Rush on
people
these
from
little ass
5
kids.
streets away know that we're there.
We actually usually get
Talking about
complaints from
outside for
people 5
hours.
streets away.
Like, tell those people to come out of the house so I can go to sleep.
Especially this early in the morning.
So I'm going to prison.
You're going to go juvenile detention right now. You're kind of getting ahead of yourself, but yeah, you're going to get locked up this morning for 2 counts of aggravated robbery and a count of aggravated murder.
No, I don't know nothing about no murder.
Well, the problem is that second count of aggravated robbery, someone got killed in the commission.
I don't know nothing.
Why you can not
Nigga
care
said he
all you
don't
want,
care.
That's how this works.
Yeah, you're cooked.
When you do big kid stuff.
That boy said he don't care. Yeah, you're cooked, nigga. Show it to the judge. Show that to the judge. He do not
And
care.
everybody gets charged with murder.
Where he was shot at.
Show that shit to the judge.
What do you care?
Give him the
You
book.
didn't- You just took off running.
Right, I'm trying to.
I'm not giving you. You tell me where he was shot.
I don't know.
Okay, well then there you go. You'll hear about it at the trial then.
I didn't know he was killed.
Well, you didn't care to stick around either.
I know. I just ran.
Yeah. Take care of Tyler.
I am.
No, that wasn't a compliment.
Say that's what was going through your brain, Tyler.
You got anything else you want to tell us? There's been a bunch of other lift robberies that you been involved in those. Might as well clear them all up right now.
I don't know nothing about no other list, right?
He said, might as well, nigga. Going to jail.
Huh?
Alright.
You don't rob people? Well, you sure just
You
jumped
dumb.
off
You
the-
told a woman to get out her own
The
car.
first one then, didn't you?
You already said that.
Who's the custodial parent? I know you're living with
My mom, and that's how.
which mom's name? What is it? Sorry, not your mom. You said.
Bro.
So, some of these lifts have been done in your neighborhood, in Olive Hills.
You don't got nothing to do with me.
Doesn't have nothing to do with you? It's funny that there's lift robberies that have been done, that have happened like right where you live. Do you think that would be coincidental? If you were me, would you think that
There's
maybe...
other kids in the
Nigga
neighborhood.
said
Oh,
no.
there's other kids.
Dumbass.
There's other kids, but there's other kids that didn't get caught.
Dumbass said no.
Caught doing a lift robbery this morning. Right? 2 of them. Back to back. Like, that was fun. Let's do it again.
What can we do to find the guns?
Huh?
So what can we do to find the guns?
I don't know nothing about no.
Well, if somebody finds the guns and gets hurt, then
We
you're
got
gonna get charged with that
a ton
too.
of kids in that neighborhood.
What you
A
mean?
ton. Between Westwood, which is where I patrolled exclusively for a year, and the neighborhood that you were in, there is a ton of children. I don't want these guns disappearing and getting in one of these babies' hands and then accidentally putting their own head off. Do you understand? That happens, unfortunately, more than I'd like to admit.
Facts.
Yes, ma'am.
Facts. Niggas do be
How do we
popping
find the
themselves.
guns? How do we help those kids?
I don't know. I don't know anything about a gun. I don't know about him getting killed. I'm just now figuring out he got killed today. I don't know who shot a gun. I just know I ran.
You got anything else, Rob?
No, ma'am.
We are gonna walk you back. Unless you want to take a break and then,
No, I think we're good. I mean, I think we got what we're gonna get.
Look up here with me.
Cook.
Even if Tylen refuses to name who pulled the trigger, this isn't the end of the road. Because in the next room, Trayvon is already starting to crack, and he's about to tell
cracking.
detectives everything.
Then shoot this man. We're here, man. Look at me. We're here, okay? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's unfortunate. It sucks. It was a terrible decision. But if you shot this man, just tell me you shot this man, man. And so we don't keep doing all this. Okay, I'm gonna keep making notes and writing stuff that's gonna walk us in circles, and it's all lies, man. It's all just nonsense.
Alright, I did.
Huh?
I did.
You did it. Where did you shoot him?
Told you it was Trayvon. Told you it was Trayvon.
Twice inside the car, once outside the car. Were there any bullets left in your car, in your guns? Just the way you talked to me, just the way you showed me? Were you on the driver's side by the door or in the middle? In the middle. Twice inside the car, and then you shot like at the car? Or
Yeah.
did you hit him, you think?
I don't know.
Since Trayvon has just admitted to being the shooter, it might seem like Tylen had nothing to do with the actual murder. But it's not that simple. When investigators processed the scene, they recovered 5 bullet casings. So far, Trayvon has only taken responsibility for 3 of them. So where did the other 2 come from?
5?
Turns out something Trayvon said earlier might help clear that up. At first, he told detectives that 2 people had guns that night. He claimed one of them belonged to Ray, but later he backtracked, saying that the gun was actually his, not Ray's. As for the second gun, it was kept with a familiar face.
That's a real nigga.
And who's got the other gun? Ty has the other gun.
So
To his door and try to pull him out.
I didn't know he was shooting.
With this, both Tylen and Trayvon were identified as the gunmen who pulled the trigger, ending the life of a man working hard to make ends meet.
Oh, no, nothing about no murder.
Ultimately, Tylen Peaks was sentenced to 27 years to life in
Damn.
prison. Trayvon Mitchell, who helped lure Brandon with a fake Lyft account, received 25 years to life in prison. As for Ray and Ron, they were never publicly named, and their cases went on to be handled in juvenile court.
I don't know nothing about no murder. But I don't know nothing about no murder. Whole time the nigga shot twice. Nigga, you was a hoe. Get that nigga, yeah. 25 to life, yeah. Yeah, he's cooked. I ain't gonna lie. His life is cooked. Let me know what you think about that down below. We're 25,000 niggas. Send me more crime videos in the Discord, man. I'm out this bitch.